All right, I want to welcome everyone to our live Saturday morning presentation. As you can see by the title slide, it's called Elite Honors is Your Core Building Block. Going into 2017, our whole business plan that we're presenting to our Synergy family, the group that is part of our Synergy organization, is all about understanding how to be Elite Honors qualified, using traditional business to get yourself Elite Honors qualified, transitioning into traditional network marketing to be able to grow your Synergy organization, and then also structuring it in a program called the 1010 Club to provide you with an accelerated way of creating residual income. So in today's presentation, I just want to go through the basics of what you need to understand of the Elite Honors program, and how, if you make this your core component to your Synergy business and teach this core component as the main building block for everyone's Synergy business who joins you, it can pay off huge dividends. So let's move on to this next slide. Now, as I go through this presentation, I just put this slide up here. Understand that there's some things that are always variable into your Synergy business. So what I'm going to show you today would be an ideal situation. We know that the ideal situation doesn't always occur, but just understand that the financial numbers that I'm going to show you could vary. So I just want you to understand that. In the Global Health Makeover website, you have a PDF that you can download. If you go into the resources section of the Global Health Makeover website, you'll find this PDF. It's what we call 2 core building blocks. Personally, again, in our organization, we teach 2 core building blocks. One of them comes from Synergy Worldwide. One of them comes from us. The one from Synergy Worldwide is called the Elite Honors Program. The one that comes from us is the 1010 Club. And the 1010 Club is designed to provide structure for harnessing the power of the Elite Honors Program. The Elite Honors Program from Synergy Worldwide is the core component that Synergy would like us to use in growing our Synergy business. They would like us to use this for a couple reasons. Here in the United States, the FTC is becoming very stringent in terms of how network marketing companies are presenting their opportunity to people. If network marketing companies only solely focus on acquiring distributors, the FTC and the federal government is going after those network marketing companies as, quote, pyramiding. So you have to have what's called a customer component, like a traditional business. You need to be developing people who have no reason to join Synergy Worldwide as a distributor if they want to just be happy product users. So Synergy Worldwide saw the handwriting on the wall, plus they saw what was being done in South Korea. In South Korea, the Wong brothers, they built a system based upon customers. In fact, it's not required in South Korea by Synergy Worldwide, but it is required by the Wong brothers that if you want to join their organization, before they allow you to join their organization, you must have 10 customers that you've gotten onto the Synergy products before you can then join them as distributors in their organization. Again, that's not a requirement of Synergy Worldwide, but it is a requirement of the Wong brothers that if you want to be part of their organization, this is the culture and methodology that they use. And they do it for a couple reasons. One, they understand that you must have a business based upon traditional business. That requires customers. Secondly, if you have 10 customers, that means that when you do join Synergy Worldwide, you already have a customer base that you bring with you, and that provides you with cash flow. Because in traditional network marketing, where there is no consumer base other than people underneath you as distributors being on some type of auto ship so that they can get the promise of residual income, for most people in traditional network marketing, it takes too long for you to grow an organization that provides you with any kind of residual income that allows you to be able to operate your business. Well, when you have a traditional business of customers those customers provide you with the cash flow that you need to grow your Synergy business, to be able to take care of your expenses of your business and create additional profit. So again, the Wong brothers understand that aspect, and so they build a traditional business model into their business plan that they offer to their distributors. Get your 10 customers first, create the cash flow that comes from your customers, then join us, and then they have a very specific methodology that they use to be able to help their distributors be successful. And if you look at the Wong brothers, they are highly successful. And people within their organization who follow the pattern, follow the system, are also highly successful and be able to create both cash flow through their customers and also residual income, because people that are joining underneath them are following the same system of creating a customer base. Now, as we go through this, I'm going to break some of this down into a little bit more detail. So your Elite Honors program is the core building block to your Synergy business. Over in South Korea, they only have one method, 600 up, 200 down. Here in North America, which means the United States and Canada, which is the area that we want to target to build properly, we have two programs that allow us to be Elite Honors qualified. We have what's called the 650 up, 150 down, which is basically a hybrid model of network marketing. It includes a consumer component and a business builder component to create for you both cash flow and residual income. Now, why that's important is because when the FTC looks at Synergy worldwide, they will see that they have a consumer base to their model. That consumer base is heavily weighted more than what the distributor base is. That in the ability to be Elite Honors qualified, 650 of this volume is going to come through your monthly auto ship, personal orders over and above your monthly auto ship, and preferred customers that you would have that join you, and those preferred customers are able to get the Synergy products at the same wholesale pricing as distributors, but have nothing to do with the business. Completely able to be happy product users with no pressure to do anything with regards to the business, no promises of income or anything of that nature that gets so many, quote, traditional network marketing companies into trouble. Now, we also have this other alternative that if you're not recruiting people, you can still be Elite Honors qualified by creating 800 CV of volume attached to your Tracking Center 1 through volume outside of any kind of people joining you. So let's go to the next slide. Let's start with the 800 up alternative, the one that's on the right-hand side. So that's 800 CV that would come from your monthly auto ship, personal orders over and above your monthly auto ship, and preferred customer orders. Nothing to do with any kind of people that you're recruiting into Synergy Worldwide or sponsoring into Synergy Worldwide as independent distributors. Now, when you back out the numbers, 800 CV minus the threshold of 150, so here in the United States, it's 150 CV of volume is your threshold, and anything above that, you start earning what are called elite rebates. Elite rebates is a 25% commission on any volume attached to your Tracking Center 1 that is above 150, as long as that volume is coming from orders that are elite rebate qualified, meaning that if a person bought a 12-pack of ProAgent Plus for 300 CV of volume on their Tracking Center 1, while that value would go towards their 800 up CV to be qualified for being Elite Honors qualified, it would not generate for them an elite rebate, because the 12-pack and the 48-pack of ProAgent Plus are exempt from earning elite rebates. Just like a 12-pack of E9 or a 24-pack of E9, the volume is exempt from getting elite rebates. Most all other product combinations or bulk packages that Synergy has will be eligible for this, but again, I just want to have that for clarification. So let's say that you've got a bunch of preferred customers, plus you've got a monthly auto ship that you've set up for your own personal products that you use on a monthly basis, and you're now at this 800 CV volume or higher. When you back off the 150, you're left with 600 CV that's eligible for elite rebates, a 25% return, and that's $162.50. You're getting no fast start bonuses that would be related to sponsoring people into Synergy worldwide. So your cash flow, if you hit the minimum, which is 800 CV of volume, your minimum cash flow for your Synergy business is $162.50. If we go over to the left-hand side, the left-hand side, again, doesn't require as much from personal orders, preferred customers, and monthly auto ship. It has this 150 CV component for sponsoring a new distributor. Here in North America, it's 150 CV as their minimum for their activation order. Now, up in Canada, I'm pretty sure it's 100 CV for their minimum in activation order, but I'd have to go and check that to make sure. Here in the United States, it's 150 CV of volume. Synergy has several different options that a person can choose from. So you have a person who decides that they want to join you in the Synergy business. They pay their $24.95 registration fee, and they then have to place an activation order, and that activation order would need to be at least 150 CV or more. Now, if you have 650 CV of volume coming from monthly auto ship, personal orders over and above your monthly auto ship, and preferred customers, when you back out the threshold of 150 that you need on your Tracking Center 1 to be eligible for elite rebates, you're left with 500 CV at a 25% rebate for $125 in elite rebates. And if you've sponsored one new distributor and their minimum activation order is 150 CV, you also earn a $25 fast start bonus. Certainly a person could come in with 300 CV and you would earn a $50 fast start bonus, but I just want to show you what the minimum cash flow that you would earn. You can always earn more by having more customers, creating volume on your Tracking Center 1, and sponsoring more people, but you want to look at least what the minimums are. So if you are Elite Honors qualified as your core building block through the 650 up, 150 down method, your minimum monthly cash flow is going to be $150. If you do it through the 800 up alternative, then your monthly cash flow is going to be $162.50. That would be the minimum. Now, in your business plan, using the Elite Honors Program as your core building block to your Synergy business, I cannot emphasize this more than what I'm going to do right now, and I'm always going to continue to drive this home. You need to treat your Synergy business like a traditional business. A traditional business, any business that you look at in any country, is all based upon having some type of customer base. Even for the ones that are the dot-coms or the internet marketing companies, their customer base is their investors. They have to have investors to be able to put the money into the program, to be able to maintain them, to be able to continue to move forward and operate their business. So traditional business always needs to either have the investor, or in our case, we need customers. You must have customers to stay in business, because customers create the cash flow to meet your operating expenses, and money above the operating expenses becomes your net profit. So like a business, you also need to have a marketing business plan. All marketing is letting people know what you're doing. It's not about selling. Selling is a byproduct. Marketing is letting people know what you do. The more effectively you let people know what you do and how what you're doing will resonate with their needs, out of that will come sales. So if you only focus on effective marketing, getting into the hands of people the information that they need to address the health issues that they have in a way that resonates with them, you'll see your Synergy business grow on a customer base. in traditional business. Now, the goal, just like over in South Korea, the goal is to get 10 customers to create your cash flow. But why be satisfied with just 10 customers? And a business that wants to stay in business and grow needs to continue to acquire customers. Because as they acquire more and more customers, and especially in your synergy business, your costs are pretty fixed. When you look at your synergy business, your core cost is your monthly auto ship. And get your monthly auto ship set up for whatever the products are that you and your family are going to use on a monthly basis. The nice thing about that is you can legitimately then write that cost off on a monthly basis as a business expense. Now, over and above that, you really don't have any other business expenses except for your cell phone to talk to people. Maybe your internet provider to be able to put up, send emails to people. So you can write off your internet provider. Now, you were using that internet provider before. That was what was a cost to your personal profit. Now it becomes an expense to your business that you can then write off. Before you couldn't write it off, now you can. Your cell phone, before you couldn't write it off, now you can. So again, there's things that you're occurring from an expense standpoint that you can't currently write off, but once you attach them to your synergy business, allows you to write them off completely or some percentage of them to be able to offset your income that you make from, quote, your traditional job. Now, you see the big word repeat. You want to repeat this process of getting 10 customers and then repeat, getting 10 customers and then repeat. Do it in segments of 10 and repeat so that you can create greater cash flow that grows well beyond your fixed expenses to create net profit for you. And you also want to create your income story because you want to attract business builders. The way that you attract other people to you is 1, share your mission. 2, share your success. Your success has 2 parts. Part A are the people that you're actually helping improve their health. That then resonates and is congruent with your mission statement. And B, you've created income. Maybe that income is $300 to $500 a month because you've got 10 customers and repeated, 10 customers and repeated, 10 customers and repeated. Now you've up to 30 customers who are creating for you a nice cash flow of $300 to $500 per month. And $300 to $500, let's take the average of that, which would be $450 times 12 is $5,400. That is significant to people who are looking for a part-time business to be able to offset their expenses that they're required to run their house, their home operation. Now, the other way of looking at that is $450 at an average of $10 an hour is 45 hours that they would need to work part-time in a month to be able to create that. People are actually doing that now, but they're doing that in jobs that they don't necessarily like and don't resonate with their passions. Again, if you lead when you're talking to business builders with your mission, our mission statement is blessing lives with better health as we build a vibrant network marketing business. There's 2 components to our mission statement. The first one is blessing lives with better health. As I help customers improve their health, I'm congruent with my mission statement, and I'm congruent with the most important part of my mission statement. And I have that as a story that I can share with other potential business builders who have a passion for health and have a passion for helping other people improve their health. As I gain more customers and create greater cash flow, I can then also say to them, I've got a business plan that I follow We have a core building block that we use to grow our synergy business. It's based upon traditional business and traditional network marketing. And I can show you that business plan so that, like myself, you can begin to acquire your customers, to create your cash flow, to give you somewhere between $300 to $500 on a monthly basis in this process. And as you teach that down through your organization, you'll see that that monthly income will grow with residual income to larger and larger amounts that provide you with greater financial independence. How do we get to that financial independence? Is we created what's called the 10-10 Club. All the 10-10 Club is a structured approach of harnessing the Elite Honors Program. So when you teach the Elite Honors Program as your core building block and effectively harness it in the structure of the 10-10 Club, you're going to experience significant increases in basic commissions, mega matches, and leadership bonuses. Now I'm going to give you the overall view of the 10-10 Club, and then I'm going to back this down into the basic goal that you want to work at, and then just repeat that basic goal. So there's 3 levels or goals to the 10-10 Club. It always starts with goal number 1. You be Elite Honors Qualified each month. How do you do that? If you've done the traditional business model of acquiring customers and you don't become satisfied with just 10 customers, but you repeat that and you repeat that so that you have somewhere between 30 or more customers, I can guarantee you that your customers will then create the necessary volume for you to be Elite Honors Qualified every month through their personal orders. Now, not every one of those 30 plus customers are going to order every month. If they're on a Jumbo Jar Plus One, you're going to see them order every 3rd, 4th, or 5th month. So if you've got 30 plus people, they're all going to be doing that at different times. You know, I wake up in the morning and I see that my CV volume on my Tracking Center 1 has increased by 170 CV or sometimes by 340 CV of volume. It's because I've got preferred customers that I no longer have to hold their hand. They know how to go and order either online or call Synergy Worldwide directly, or sometimes they'll text me or they'll call me and then I'll place their orders for them. And that 170, 340 CV of volume all goes towards that 800 up because I'm already on my monthly auto ship qualified at 170 CV of volume. I know that every time that that preferred customer places that order, not only does that CV go towards my 800 up qualification for being Elite Honors Qualified, but I'm earning $42.50. I wake up in the morning and I have $42.50, or I have, $85, and I didn't do anything for it other than what I initially did in the beginning to acquire my customer and help them have a good product experience with ProAgent Plus so that they see ProAgent Plus as a benefit, and the expense that they pay for it is more than worth the benefits that they're receiving. So they continue to order that every 3rd, 4th, or 5th month. When you have that in place, that will help you be Elite Honors Qualified every month, and then you just continue to grow that because you always will find attrition to your customer base for whatever reasons. So you always want to continue to add customers to be able to take care of attrition as well as continue to grow your cash flow. Now the next goal is to teach and help 10 personally sponsored distributors be Elite Honors Qualified each month. Ideally, you want to put 5 on your left and 5 on your right. So that means using proper sponsoring and placement techniques so that you are balanced. And this is especially important for new distributors. It's even easier for new distributors to do this because now you can keep your organization balanced as you go and build your organization, and teaching them, which is the 3rd goal, to do the same thing. Help your 10 personally sponsored Elite Honors Qualified distributors find their 10 Elite Honors Qualified distributors. Now, we can get bogged down into the numbers and we can get bogged down into the growth of what this looks like. So what we want to do is we want to understand the core component. Now, before I get to the core component, Synergy has in place a bonus structure over and above the regular compensation plan for 2016. Now, we're into December of 2016, so this is the last month for this bonus plan. I do not know what Synergy is going to do for 2017. I do know that they're going to have something in place, but I don't know the exact specifics of that. So currently, if you're Elite Honors Qualified and you have 2 personally sponsored distributors who are also Elite Honors Qualified, in addition to all your other compensation streams of income in Synergy's compensation plan, on top of that, they're going to give you a $250 bonus for the month. If you are Elite Honors Qualified and you have 4 people that you've personally sponsored who are also Elite Honors Qualified in the same month, that bonus money goes to $500 a month. And if you are Elite Honors Qualified and you have 10 personally sponsored distributors who are also Elite Honors Qualified in the same month, that bonus money is $1,200. Now, I personally have never reached the 3rd level, but I have been consistently at the 2nd level since February when they implemented this program. Now, not counting December, that would be 10 months. Synergy paid me an extra $5,000 of bonus money to my Synergy business. That's nice additional cash flow that came into my Synergy business. And it adds to your profit. So let's go back to a systematic approach to using the 10-10 Club to harness the power of the Elite Honors program. And the core component is just look to sponsor 2 people who are committed. And do not be afraid to use the word committed. We want committed people who are willing to go to work to build their Synergy business. Not a Synergy hobby, but a Synergy business. That requires commitment. That requires wanting to learn how to follow a business plan that will acquire for them customers to create their customer base and their cash flow, and repeat that process so they can create their story to be able to attract other potential business builders to join them so that they can then replicate or duplicate that same process. So if you break your 10-10 Club down into the goal of finding 2 committed distributors, working with them to help them become Elite Honors Qualified, and then teaching them to do exactly the same thing that you're doing, help them find their 2, while you then go to the next level, which I'll show you in just a second, where you now look to find your next 2. You find 2, you work with them, mentor with them, help them be successful to be Elite Honors Qualified as their core building block, and then you repeat that. And if you repeat that 5 times, you'll eventually get to your 10 in place. Ideally 5 on your left, 5 on your right. So what does that look like? Well, again, if we go back to the minimum cash flow, which would be $650 up, $150 down, you're creating $150 of cash flow by being Elite Honors Qualified. If you've got 2 people that you personally sponsored in the same month, Synergy is adding $250 in bonus money, and one of these is on your left and one of these on your right, and if they're both at the same level, then it doesn't matter which is your weak leg because they're the same. You're going to earn a basic commission off of that individual's volume on whatever side is your weak leg. Now, when you add it all up, that's $428 or more in income coming into your Synergy business. Again, what do you have? You have a business story that you can share with others who are joining you in the Synergy business or looking to join you in the Synergy business, and you can show them how by following the business plan, how it has initially created your cash flow through customers, which has allowed you to attract other business builders who you've taught to do the same thing, which has allowed them to become Elite Honors Qualified, helping you to tap into the bonus money and basic commission, which has increased your monthly income from your Synergy Worldwide business. So they can see that there's a system in place to create the cash flow through traditional business, and there's a system in place to create residual income through traditional network marketing by using the Elite Honors program as their core building block. Now, once you've got your two in place, and maybe this will happen faster, maybe it'll happen slower. I don't know the time frame for you, but the next thing is what? Repeat. Find two more people who want to build a synergy business and are committed to the process and are willing to follow the business plan and use the Elite Honors program as their core building block and start out in traditional business by acquiring 10 customers and then repeating to grow their cash flow, to create their story, and then begin to find their two. Now, before they find their two, what does this look like to you from a cash flow standpoint? Again, if you're Elite Honors Qualified, your minimum is $150 in cash flow. It could be larger, but that's your minimum. Your bonus money in the current plan is $500. Don't know what it's going to look like in 2017, and your basic commission is now $56, so you're earning $706. What are you doing? You're continuing to build your business story. Part-time income of $700 or more is nothing to sneeze about for most families here in America who have a passion for health, a passion for wanting to help other people improve their health, and you can show them a business opportunity that will, one, improve the health of people, congruent with the mission statement, and secondly, congruent with the second half of our mission statement, building a vibrant network marketing business. Not a network marketing business, but a vibrant network marketing business. Why is it vibrant? Because you're actually helping other people improve their health as just customers, and you've got other business builders who are doing the same thing, and when they do that, they increase your organizational volume to a greater degree than if they were just on a simple monthly auto ship. There's a vibrancy that's taking place in the growth of your business, and people, and because everything that they're doing is resonating to the mission statement, they are committed to this process of continuing to build this. Now, if you're teaching them the 10-10 Club, their first goal is to be Elite Honors Qualified. What's their second goal? Their second goal is to get 5 and 5, but they start with what? 2. So if they start with 2 and you add that into this mix, now these first 2 that you help be Elite Honors Qualified, what are they doing? They're looking to get their 2. And they're looking to, once they've got their 2, to repeat that. And if you've got another person who's the elite, your other 2 people who are Elite Honors Qualified, what are they doing? They're looking to get their 2. And what does that look like from an income standpoint? Again, you being Elite Honors Qualified, your minimum cash flow is $150, could be higher. Your bonus money, again, is $500 because you've got 4 in place. Again, we don't know what's going to happen in 2017. Your basic commission has gone to $168. Your mega matches now are $112. You're starting to earn mega matches on the basic commissions of those that you personally sponsored, and you're now up to about $930 or more. Let's just call it $900 times 12. That's almost $11,000. It's $10,800 of positive cash flow coming into that family. Tell me that there's I can't think of any family that wouldn't like an extra $10,800 of extra income coming into their family operation. That's huge. And you're building your story that allows the ones that you're leading to understand that this process is working so that they can continue to build their story to help those that they're learning how to lead understand that this works. So it's a disciplined approach of using the Elite Honors program in the structure of what we call the 10-10 Club. The Elite Honors program comes from Synergy Worldwide. The 10-10 Club is what we designed to give structure to this program to be able to harness the power of duplication. And it just basically, when you boil it all down to in the 10-10 Club, it's you be Elite Honors Qualified, you sponsor two, and help them be Elite Honors Qualified, and help your two find their two to be Elite Honors Qualified, and you just repeat this process 5 times. And what are they going to do? They're going to repeat that process 5 times. And what are the ones that they bring into Synergy Worldwide that they personally sponsor and then help them be Elite Honors Qualified? They're going to teach them to repeat this process 5 times. And when you look at that process, as you continue to duplicate that core down through your organization, you can see that your minimum cash flow, because you're Elite Honors Qualified, is $150. Again, if you have 10 that you personally sponsored who are Elite Honors Qualified in the same month that you are, given the current bonus money, which we do not know what it's going to look like in 2017, that would be an extra $1,200 of income. Plus your basic commission is now up to $1,540. Your mega matches are now $1,400. And you're tapping into the leadership bonus, which is getting a commission on your strong side volume because your weak side volume is now greater than 6,000. So you start tapping into the leadership bonus that is a multiplier and a percentage. You can always look in your Synergy compensation plan in the PDF that Synergy provides to see what those numbers actually look like. But you're now up to $4,400 or more. $4,400 times 12. That's $52,800. Now, the average income in America is about $56,000. You now have a Synergy business. Maybe you're doing this on a part-time basis, but because you've used the core building block of the Elite Honors program in a systematic approach of building through the 10-10 Club, you've now got an income stream that is close to the average income in America. Now, maybe you are really happy with your current job, and you don't want to leave that because it provides your family with great income and great benefits. Fantastic. Stay there. But you have a Synergy business that's providing you with an extra almost $53,000 of income. That is nothing to sneeze about. And for a person who is in a job that is making less than that, or they're in a job that they truly do not like, you give them the option to look at this as a way to leave that and do Synergy Worldwide, their Synergy business, on a full-time basis. Again, all based upon sound business principles of both a large customer base, not just your customers, but all the Elite Honors Qualified that you've been able to teach and train and help them teach and train and help them teach and train theirs to acquire their customers, to keep building a massive customer base that creates greater and greater organizational volume. What does that look like? That over time, as that is replicated down through your organization, it doesn't really matter whether Synergy Worldwide continues the bonus money or not, because your minimum cash flow is $150. Are you going to get financially independent on $150 a month? No. You are using that to create your story. If the bonus money for 2017 is the same as 2016, then that would be an extra $1,200. But your basic commission now jumps up to $15,540. Your mega matches are $15,400. Your leadership bonus is $6,660. So you're looking at $38,950. $38,950. Let's take out the bonus money. That's $37,750 times 12. That's $453,000. Almost. It's $47,000 short of $500,000 in income on a yearly basis. Now, that is financial independence for just about everyone that I know. And I'm sure that there's people who are in the 1% of the 1%ers that wouldn't do anything for them, but they wouldn't sneeze at it because it would still be great additional income coming to them. But that's the power of using Synergy's core business model, which is core business building block, which is the Elite Honors Program, and then harnessing that in the structure of the 10-10 Club and teaching systematically this process throughout your organization. You systematically doing it, you teaching the ones that you bring in who are committed to building a Synergy business to systematically do that. So the component that is maybe missing is understanding how to effectively market so that you can both gain your customers, to create your business story, to then use that business story to leverage to be able to attract business builders. Again, going back, Elite Honors is your core building block to your Synergy business. Start with the traditional business model, the 800 up alternative through customers to create your cash flow. And then when the opportunity comes, absolutely use the 650 up 150 model, the hybrid model for network marketing, because it's a customer and business builder base to create both cash flow and residual income. And then when you structure it in the 10-10 Club, you always make the commitment to be Elite Honors qualified every month. You make the commitment to teach and coach and mentor 10 people that you personally sponsored to be Elite Honors qualified, but do it in increments of 2. 2, repeat, 2, repeat, do it 5 times, and then make the commitment to teach and coach and mentor those 10 people 2 at a time as you bring them on that you personally sponsored to mentor 10 people that they've personally sponsored into their organization to be Elite Honors qualified every month, and they're doing it the same way you're doing it, 2 at a time. 2 at a time, repeat it 5 times. And when you do that, you're going to have used the Elite Honors Program as your core building block in the structure of your 10-10 Club to be able to provide for you significant residual income and cash flow to make a huge difference in your journey towards financial independence. And I use financial independence, not the word financial freedom, because financial independence means different things to different people. For a person who's making $20,000 on a yearly basis, to show them a business plan that they can start out part-time to earn an extra $300 to $500 a month, and then work that business plan to create their story to be able to attract other business builders who want to join them, who have a passion for health and a passion for helping other people improve their health, be able to see that cash flow and monthly residual income grow to the point where it exceeds their job. That is now for them financial independence, where they can make the decision to leave that job and work their Synergy business on a full-time basis. So financial independence means different things for different people. If a person's already making $200,000 on a yearly basis and loves their job, well, what you're doing in their Synergy business is you're adding extra cash flow into their home. What can they do with their extra cash flow? Well, it gives them the financial independence to be able to make those decisions upon what they want to do. From a family standpoint, of vacations that they might want to take, or from a ministry standpoint, or an investment into their community, or other things that they might want to venture into, they've got the cash flow to be able to do that. That's the financial independence for them. Again, financial independence means different things to different people based upon where they're at in life. Or maybe that gives them the ability to fund college educations for their grandkids or their children. There's just a wide variety of what that means to individuals. Find out when you talk to the people that you sponsor or who are looking to join Synergy Worldwide. What would that extra income mean for them? How would they harness that extra income to benefit their family, themselves, their situation? Now, we're at 9:45. Do I have any questions from anyone with regards to what I've shared with you this morning? You can either type it in the chat box, or you can open it up your phone, whether you're on your computer or on your phone, and I can field any questions that you might have.
Hey, Dan, it's Judy.
Yes, Judy.
So the first time when I thought about all of this and Elite Honors and the 10-10 Club, to me it was almost overwhelming. It's like, oh my gosh, that's so much, and how am I going to recruit one person, let alone, oh my gosh, you're talking now 20. But what I found was that if I just do my business every day and at the pace that I am comfortable with and focus on getting customers, sharing the business, and bringing it down, at least for me, that simplistic, it becomes more reachable because you start achieving the goals and you get closer and closer and closer. So just thought I would give you my own personal feeling on that.
Yeah, I appreciate that because I took that to heart, and that's one of the reasons why we tried to, one, break this into two models, traditional business and traditional network marketing, and at the same time be able to break the components of the goals down, 10 customers, repeat, 10 customers, repeat, and then 2 business builders, repeat, 2 business builders, repeat. So basically everything that I've shared with you today, you can just boil it down to that. And one of the things that we want to help people understand is how to create their story. You know, by first getting on the Synergy Procs to create your product story, not your testimonial. You know, testimonials are important, but you also want to create your story. If you understand how to harness your story, you are going to find that you can effectively resonate, as well as if you can learn how to effectively harness your business story, you are going to attract other people to you. And so basically, and correct me if I misunderstood what you said to me, but what I'm hearing you say, Judy, is it's scalable. It's scalable based upon how you want to go about growing your Synergy business. You most likely muted yourself.
I was, thank you. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And to be able to start with the daily actions that you talk about that we need to do to get to that big goal, because just having that big goal, for me, there's no juice in it, but being able to know that I can make phone calls and meet people and talk about my passion, which is helping people eliminate heart disease, that's what makes me excited about doing this business. And not that the goal is not there. It always is. It's in the background, but it's not in the foreground, because when I keep it in the foreground, I just can't do it.
Yeah, I really appreciate what you're sharing, Judy. I was talking to one of our distributors on Thursday, and his focus was sales. And when you focus on sales, it's easy to get discouraged. But if you focus on sharing information that can improve the health of people and offering them information that will definitely benefit them, then that's an easier thing to get people to do. It's out of that. I'm sorry, you were going to say something.
Well, so I have a little story that I heard pertaining to that. May I share it?
Sure.
So Henry Ford, after the Ford became really popular, he started teaching classes in the university in Detroit, and that's what they were talking about was sales, and he says, there's a different focus on sales. It's we have to change our focus on what sales means. So he asked one of the students to come up to the room, and he gave him a pair of spectacles, which of course are glasses, but they call them spectacles then, without any glass in them. And he said, now I want you to put on these spectacles, but before I do, I am just going to put something in the lens. So he put 2 silver dollars, one in each lens, and gave them to the student. And he says, okay, now what do you see? And the student said, I can't see anything. The money is in the way. And so for me, that is such a great story about getting the sales out of it and putting the people, which is what you are looking at, back into it. Makes such a big difference for me.
Yeah, it's absolutely true, Judy. And then when you learn how to effectively market is getting that information into the hands of people in a way that's going to resonate with them. And if that information resonates with them, then they're going to want to know how they can achieve those results. That then gives you the opportunity to say, well, this is what I do. I've chosen these synergy products because of these reasons. So let's say that it's cardiovascular wellness. We're teaching everyone, don't talk about ProArginine Plus, don't talk about the synergy products, only focus on nitric oxide therapy. And help people understand how nitric oxide therapy can address their cardiovascular health issues in an effective way that addresses their cardiovascular health issues. When they see that, they're going to want to know, well, how do I then harness the nitric oxide? Well, I've chosen to use Synergy Worldwide products, specifically ProArginine Plus, for these three specific reasons. One, it's the only one recognized by the medical profession. It's been in the physician's desk reference now for the last 3 years, which is the main reference book or guideline that physicians use for what they recommend to their patients. Secondly, it's the only clinically proven L-arginine supplement in the marketplace. And third, there's 262 quality assurance steps, so they guarantee your results, and if in 120 days you don't see those results, then you can return the product for a complete refund, 100% money-back refund. That's why I use it. Plus, since I've been using it, this is what it's done for me. And if you've got a client base, this is what it's done for some of my clients as it applies to your situation. How do I get this product? That is the way that you go about creating sales, because you've now resonated with their issue. You've shown them nitric oxide therapy as a method for addressing those issues, and then you've shown them what it's done, your product of choice, what it's done for you and others, and then you just allowed them to say, how do I get this? They've sold themselves. And it's all about effective marketing and positioning information in front of people as it resonates to their needs. And that's some of the things that we hope to begin to try and teach and train on Saturday so that people can be even more effective in doing that.
I just said thank you, Dan. I really appreciate you allowing me to share, and I love how you explain the entire program to make it more understandable for everyone.
Great, thank you. Anyone else before we say goodbye?
Dan, this is Tracy, and I want to thank you and Judy. I love the story about the quarters and the spectacles. It just makes sense. People oftentimes don't look at the obvious because they have that blinder in front of them and they can't go past that blinder. And it just, I love that story. Thank you so much. You guys are both awesome, and I appreciate your time and helping us.
You're welcome. Thank you. And thank you, Elon. Thank you, Yancy, for your comments on the chat box. Also, those blinders can be for other people, not money. It could be, well, my doctor. Well, that's the nice thing about us being a physician's desk reference. It's a way for us to use that to get beyond the blinders that a person says, well, I gotta check with my doctor. Great. Check with your doctor. Actually have your doctor go into the physician's desk reference, because we're the only L-arginine supplement that's listed, and we've been there for 3 years, and he's going to see the exact first line that I'm going to quote to you right now. Quote, ProArginine Plus is the highest quality L-arginine supplement in the world, end of quote. So that's the main medical reference book that doctors use for guidelines on what they recommend to their patients. And isn't it interesting that they have a nutritional supplement that they recognize as the best in the world? That's what I'm offering you. So yes, go check with your doctor and let's see what he says. And that then gives you an opportunity to follow up with that individual. Tracy, did you have a chance to talk to your doctor yet? You know?
No, I haven't.
Okay. So, Tracy, do you want me to continue to follow up with you? Because I'm a firm believer. In fact,
Yeah,
Tracy,
exactly.
I can send you some additional information on how nitric oxide therapy can directly address your high blood pressure. Let's say that's your issue. You know, we just posted up onto our Synergy Family YouTube channel 6 new videos. There is no mention of Progen Plus in any of those videos, but we have one, how nitric oxide therapy addresses high blood pressure, how nitric oxide therapy addresses diabetic complications, how nitric oxide therapy addresses sexual function, how nitric oxide therapy addresses cognitive function, how nitric oxide therapy addresses wound healing, how nitric oxide therapy addresses athletic performance. They're non-branded. You can go to YouTube, type in our Synergy Family, and start using those videos as a way to, again, drip information that will resonate with that person's issue and follow up. Make sense?
Thank you so much. Yeah, it does. It does. And after being on these webinars with you, it's like I am not bringing the name of the product. I'm using the nitric oxide therapy, and it's like, you know, it's amazing. And so I do thank you for all you do and all the help you help us.
You're welcome. Anyone else before we say goodbye for Saturday? All right. Well, I thank you for your comments. Everyone have a blessed weekend. And next Saturday, I think Bob Wishmeyer is doing the program for next Saturday. So we'll next Friday when we send out the newsletter, the email newsletter, I have recorded today's presentation. That recording will be available next Friday in your newsletter so that you can, again, use this to review the information and help you continue to hone your skills. Thanks, Elon. Goodbye, everyone.